So even Darth Vader's like, can you float me a few grand, Palpatine?
You'd think they'd call in the drug sniffing gorilla to take something down like this shit.
Yeah.
He's got 2 breadsticks hanging out of his asshole from the crash.
Oh, hey, everyone. Welcome back to the Gill Lane Show. My name is Chris Kanya, and as always with me today, we have Bill Parker. What's up, Bill?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Another day on the force, huh?
Wow. Those palm trees are getting a lot of love and attention. They look bigger this week.
They're actually closing in, and I might call the police. I don't feel safe.
And also, we have Chris Navalino, a.k.a. Mo. What's going on, Mo?
What's happening? Welcome, everybody, to another fun-filled spectacular.
Yep.
How you doing?
You're such a hype man. It's nice.
Yeah. Hype beast, we call it here.
Yep, it's the fastest hour of your week here on the Gill Lane Show. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. Don't forget, we do have a Patreon, patreon.com/the Gill Lane Show. Plus, the Gill Lane Show. Use the everywhere on social media. We appreciate a follow and some comments. Plus, we also have a phone number.
Oh.
Did you know we have a phone number?
Wow.
Where you can call us and
That's
text
dangerous.
us. Send us pictures, whatever you want to do. And we do our best to respond to everybody. That phone number, 732-592-9669. It's 592-9669 with a 732 area code. We're all very excited to see how Mo's flag football team has done this past weekend. That was a very popular segment on the last show that we did. And we're all curious to know about Cookie and the Turkish mouth and
2-0.
Look at that. You're like the Bill Belichick of flag football.
Undefeated. They're now rock, paper, scissoring, not for ball, but to see who does not play us. Capiche? Yeah, actually, so I was a little worried. A couple guys came late. Remember, it's very early Sunday morning. Cookie comes walking up, and he's like, I'm like, rough night, Cookie? And he's like, you have no idea.
Is Cookie 57 years old?
And then he's a smoker. It puts out the cigarette. Anyway, where do you need me, Coach?
he slaps himself.
He's like, we had a mahjong tournament go all night, Coach.
Actually, another kid was like, I said, hey, what's up? How was your day done? He's like, I was up with my mom all night and she was drunk. I was like, all right, let's go over the plays. All-star. But just to clarify, there was a big street fair that the football league was a part of, and apparently a lot of the parents went out afterwards. So I don't want to imply anything. It was, it was all in good fun. But I didn't know that at first. So I was like, yeah, all right, enough questions, enough banter.
Did the kid have an ice pack on his eye before he even played?
Yeah.
We might have to call social services.
He comes in, he drops an Alka-Seltzer in his sippy cup. He's like, gotta settle the stomach.
Gotta get an eye opener. And then he takes out a flask.
He's got a 6-pack of Pedialites.
Who is? Gotta watch his figure. Yeah, no. So, but we came out. We're talented, so we came out strong.
Well, the instincts come forward, right? When if you're half in the bag from being up with your mom or whatever.
Take over, right? Even with my entire sideline sipping flasks and apparently smoking cigarettes. We said no vaping. We were not specific about cigarettes, though. So I really learned a lot about small print from all this. But we came out. We had another barn burner, 59-50. We won.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
The over-under was 250. So
yeah. So I know Bill's big on handicapping youth football. Wanted to see how he did. We're on FanDuel if anybody wants. It's legal to bet on minors in New Jersey now.
So how did you? First of all, here's the question that any competitive person would ask: How did you let them get 50 points on you? I mean, are you in charge of the defense too? Is it a collective effort? Is there a defense head coach, offensive coach?
You're just playing prevent right after snap.
We're not preventing anything from happening, apparently, obviously. But they say that about the prevent even in the NFL. You're letting them score basically, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong with your defense? Are they all sober? What's going on here?
I was going to say, apparently alcohol translates better to offense than defense. It is not a defensive battle. Last week we were doing fine, and then we had a kid get hurt, and
he scraped his knee.
Yeah, he's in the hospital still. We had a kid
get
hurt.
Brian's song in the hospital,
and he couldn't stop anybody. So then this game, of course, like any dominant coach does, I adjusted at halftime. I put our star player from safety. I moved him over and put him on their. They had one kid that was just doing whatever the hell he wanted, and I'm like, well, what are you doing at safety? They're dumping it. They're just doing 5-yard outs to this kid, and he's going all the way. So I put him on him, and he stopped him a bunch of plays. But then it's just funny how it just all broke down.
Of course, yeah.
It took like 10 minutes, and next thing you know, he's floating in the middle of the field again. They're doing whatever they want. I'm like, grab some fucking pine. You know what I'm saying? You're fucking benched.
Turns out the other team can also make adjustments. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't put that in the manual, did they?
The coach over there is like, look at these hungover pieces of shit across the field. You're going to let them fucking stop you? Yeah.
That kid's drinking right now. You're going to let that put 59, beat us? No, but 59-50, we beat them.
When they Gatorade you, it's actually just fucking Miller Lite.
Yeah. It's like Gatorade and vodka. They're like, don't you know it gets in the bloodstream faster, coach? Like, you kids are fucked up.
Well, 2-0, Mo, right? We're all paying attention. 2-0.
2-0. 2-0.
Oh, it's funny you bring up Miller Lite, Bill, because we talked about the Bud Light thing. Or maybe we did. Maybe that was before we launched the show. But we, in our own worlds, talked about the Bud Light cancellation, of course. But now Miller Lite is in the news. A couple weeks ago was in the news for launching their own new campaign that has to do with a specific group of people.
Oh, ones with IBS?
There's no way this is going to go well for them.
Little known fact, women were among the very first to brew beer ever. From Mesopotamia to the Middle Ages to colonial America, women were the ones doing the brewing. Centuries later, how did the industry pay homage to the founding mothers of beer? They put us in bikinis.
I'm going to come.
Wait.
So for people listening, do you know this actress, Bill?
Yeah, she was on Broad City. She's hilarious, actually.
Is it Alana Glazer?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's walking through like what looks like a museum of beer and beer brewing, and then she gets to the point where it looks like an old Miller Lite commercial where there's a girl in a bikini getting a beer poured on her back while she's topless that says "Get Naked, Miller Lite, High Life, Long Neck."
This kind of picture was hanging in every garage in the 80s. Like if you went to somebody's house and their dad had like a workshop in the garage, this kind of picture was always hanging up.
Oh, absolutely. And somehow it's like sun bleached, even though it's not in the sun.
Right, yeah, that's a good point.
The actual picture, yeah.
It's like, how did that happen? Well, look, don't it, please. I don't want to know.
Look at this wild. It's time beer made it up to women. So today, Miller Lite is on a mission to clean up not just their but the whole beer industry's Miller Lite has been scouring the internet for all this and buying it back so that they can turn it into good for women brewers. Literally good How, you ask? Ladies, take it away.
First, we turn the bad into compost. Then we feed compost to worms, push out beautiful fertilizer. That good helps farmers grow quality hops,
which is then donated to women brewers to make their own really good
But they're
Are you following? Because they kind of lost me, and I watched this like 10 times.
Okay, and now
No
hang on.
fucking way.
So they're saying that women are like in microbreweries making Miller Lite. Is that what they're saying? Because I doubt that heavily.
So
I don't know.
I don't know how
Is
they
that
go
what
from
they're saying?
bikini posters to saving the world or helping female brewer. It really is maybe I'm just a dumb guy, and this is exactly why it might not be catered to me. But
maybe you're just some dumb hick.
This is Get
I'm
naked,
just
you
some
dumb hick.
dumb hick.
Hey, you know what? I mean, if they wanted guys to pay attention, maybe save the bikini pics for last, right? Because then we're all distracted after that.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, why don't we bring back the bikini pictures?
And I mean, we're such dumb idiots as guys that they're just pouring a beer on this lady's back in a bikini, and we're like, oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I'll buy that. Look at her back all wet.
Maybe they do a better job of summing this up because I already am lost again. I'm going to watch this 10 times.
A really good
But there's definitely more out there. In your attic, in the garage, in your parents' basement. Send any you got into Miller Lite, and they'll turn that into good too. Oh. So here's to women, because without us, there would be no beer.
Son's drinking beer too now?
So there you go. Without women, there would be no beer. And you can imagine how the internet responded to that.
Oh, I'm sure they were thrilled.
Wow.
So,
What was her name?
Alana Glazer.
She was on a show that's named with the broads in the name.
Yeah, Broad City. It's a really fucking funny show, man. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend checking it out. So I have a question. Okay, so in all seriousness, are they saying send your old bikini pictures that had Miller Lite in it to us and we'll turn it into fucking fertilizer or something? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Well, they're definitely saying that, but what are they like? Obviously, I can't. I mean, where there's no address list. I mean, is that what's the point of that as an instrument here? I don't.
Here's what I'm excited about as a Miller Lite drinker. I'm now a feminist. All right, so I want everyone to just jot that down. That Bill Parker is a fucking feminist. All right,
it's called Miller Lite now instead of Miller Lite.
Yeah.
It's Bill Her Lights.
She better drink Miller Lite if she wants to stay in that fucking bikini. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna glaze her.
I don't think this is what she wanted.
I don't think
No,
they should have
probably
used
not.
her.
I don't think
This
they're
is your
actually
best
talking
choice?
to us at all in that commercial.
You dumb whore.
Yeah. All I heard was glaze her. Something about broads in a city. Somebody dropped their beer on some poor lady's back at the beach. I don't really.
Broad titty, you heard?
Yeah. Broad shitty. Bringing good shit back.
Yeah. I just wish I knew what the point of this was. But, you know, I think after the Bud Light stuff, you can't not put something out if you want to be relevant, because all the bad press and I guess the sales being declined in Bud Light, they're still, you know, the brand's still getting out there. No, whatever. No exposure's bad exposure kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to put
Absolutely.
something out.
Dude, I went to the Yankee game a week ago. And they had, I don't know if you've been to Yankee Stadium in a while, but they just have, when you go to get a beer, there's like little sections you just walk in and open up a fridge and take whatever beer you want. The Bud Lights are gone just as much as everything else. They're not hurting. It didn't hurt them. I mean, I'm sure it definitely did at first, but they're bouncing back. People forget. They just move on.
Where are you sitting?
Oh, you know where I'm sitting.
I know exactly where you're sitting, and I don't think we should let everybody know how bougie Bill's in the presidential suite.
Yeah.
No, you know, I'm sitting in the bleachers where there's extra security and they don't even want to, they just give you cans. So like, just take it.
Yeah, the joke worked a lot better with you in the presidential suite.
I know. Well,
Dave. Okay. Still
Yeah,
with you.
okay, you're gone.
Beer commercials used to be fun. That's all. They used to be
Yeah.
funny. They used to be a little ridiculous. And now it's like, I gotta listen to a message and I can't laugh because, you know, it's important or whatever.
Yeah, what happened to Spuds McKenzie and shit?
It's
What about
fucking,
what about the frogs?
Look, Miller Lite is a beer that just tastes like fucking water. And if you plan on drinking all day, it's good to drink because you probably won't get that drunk. You won't be like puking everywhere. You have like 6 micro brews. You're gonna shit all over yourself.
6. Jesus. Guy told me the other day, it's like I had an IPA. It was a steak IPA. I'm like, the beer tastes like steak? Yeah, I'm not even fucking around either. That was a real statement.
Did you say
Yeah,
steak?
I was like, huh? He was like, yeah, and it's like, I'm like, how do you drink? You can't drink more than one of those, even if you wanted to, probably, you know, like, some
heavy.
drinks, you know. Yeah, and he's like, well, I had half of one and I was already shitting my pants. I'm like, well, why it shouldn't be 160 proof. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Well,
like you said,
I've had a beer that
you
was
drink-
like 16% one time. It was one of those things where I'm like, I have to see what it's just, you smell because it was aged in rum or something. You smell the rum like a foot away from the glass. It's so strong that you're right.
Yeah.
It's not like you can down those. You're not going to have a cooler of these things.
No.
But actually, but Miller Lite, that shit is too far the other way, right? Like,
Right.
I shouldn't be able to kill a 30 pack and then, you know,
Drive home.
I was going to say babysit someone's kid, but okay, yeah, drive home.
As long
Drive
as they make
someone's
it to
kid home.
As long as they make it to football practice.
Yeah, and then go coach football.
Or play football for you.
I was going to say maybe the kids said never mind. Yeah, but yeah, look, small dip in sales to your point, Chris, right? But Bud Light had a dip in sales. You don't think that's going to come back around? They're going to forget about this shit, you know, in 5 minutes, and then their sales go. Any branding is good branding.
Mm-hmm.
We don't understand this Miller Lite commercial, but guess what? We just said Miller Lite like 50 times. So they're like, score.
But
I'm
it's like
buying it in 2 hours.
You're drinking it now.
The board meeting is like, what is the exact opposite of our demographic? Let's make an ad about them. Right?
Yeah.
Like what if Corona was going to go along these lines? What would be like the opposite of the Corona demographic?
Really, like
Corona's, you know, the hold the neck of the bottle with 3 fingers, flip flops, you know, sunburn with the sunglasses attached by the string or whatever, or you know, on the back of their head.
Yeah, no, like Molson Canadian.
Yeah, you get
Right, like that's the opposite.
You get a guy from Sweden to fucking do the commercial.
The Swedish chef. Just get
just in a huge like fucking coat.
Yeah, I was actually going to say in a huge feminist rally. It's like, who Turkin, the women make good shit. Wait, why do you I can understand you now?
Turkin, Corona, Snoop Dogg, Herkin.
Yeah, Turkin, you can put a lime in any beer, you pussy. Oh, wait, that was too much. That was too much, Swedish chef. You can't say that anymore.
Do you think they call the drunk Swedish chef Swedish fish because he drinks like a fish?
And he looks delicious, doesn't he? Oh, my God. Oh, sorry.
Herkin.
Shit just flying everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's still one of the greatest.
Fucking
bits
hilarious.
And while
The
Genius.
Muppet Show is so fucking funny, man. It's still funny to this day.
You can put that on right now. I'd cry.
Yeah,
Laugh,
of
just
course.
Piss myself.
The 2 old guys in the balcony, even as a young child, I'm like, I love these 2 guys. These are my favorite characters.
I forgot about them.
what the fuck were their names? I just heard someone.
Staten and Waldorf, something like that. Statler and Waldorf, I think their names are.
I was going to say that was way too specific to have a something like that after it. Like that,
You know,
that's probably it.
you know, if I had to take a stab in the dark, I'll say Statler and Waldorf.
It's like you and Lucy's neighbors.
Yeah. Ethel and fucking
It comes out
Jason.
with their birth
It's
names.
Fred and Ethel Mertz, you fucking jerk offs.
you don't even tell. You're like, forget their stage names. I'm going to tell you birth names. Oh yeah,
He grew up in Peoria.
yeah. Dad was an iron worker. Okay, you know this.
His mom worked on a line doing Miller Lite factory work.
she's in the poster in the bikini.
He's Ethel Glazer. His dad also beat the shit out of his wife. Oh, sorry.
While we're traveling the world here, let's take a look at this story. We went from Sweden. Let's go to Italy. Your people, Mo. AP News reports Italian police dog with a fine nose for cocaine sniffs out drugs hidden in a banana shipment. So this Italian police dog is doing some police work and getting some drugs off the street with its nose.
La polizia.
With the help of a high
nose.
leaping dog with a fine nose for cocaine, Italian police seized more than 2,700 kilos, which is about 3 tons of cocaine hidden in 70 tons of boxed bananas shipped from Ecuador, authorities say. About $900 million in street value.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, they're going to have to lay off some of the street guys for a while.
Yeah.
That's
How
your
did they come
concern?
up with those street values, by the way?
You think the cartel can collect unemployment?
Yeah. They're like, look,
Yeah.
I had to be let go because the fucking Italian dog ended my job.
El Chapo's like, you believe I'm only getting 800 million a week? The fuck am I supposed to do with that?
How can I even survive?
That won't even pay electric in my tunnel, you fucks.
I'm going to go have to sit with Bill at fucking Yankee Stadium now.
Yeah. At least I get to pick a beer out of a fridge.
If I had to have you ask, or guess, I should say, the name of an Italian police dog who's successful and you know is good at its job, what would an Italian police dog name be? What would be appropriate for an animal like that?
Joseph Sniffing?
You'd think it's something Italian, something exotic, right?
Yeah. Like,
Like
oh God.
like a Vincenzo or like
Yeah.
you know,
Uh,
Anthony.
yeah, like maybe.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it.
Yeah, his name probably isn't like, anything that a normal dog name would be in America. It probably just has a very official,
But actually, yeah, go ahead.
Oh boy.
Officers use scanning machines and the dog named Joel. This Italian
Okay.
police
What?
dog named Joel.
No, Joel. But it may be Billy Joel. You ever see him live? He found a couple of fucking $900 million shipments.
You think
Joel.
you
This
think
dog's not
Joel
Italian.
when Joel busts he's like, I got you fucking mutt, and they're like, well, look at you.
Yeah, they're like, look at his fucking mutt, and they're like, oh shit, it's a
Sorry,
mutt.
Joel.
Yeah, damn it, Joel, you keep ruining that line. First of all, if this was really an Italian dog, it would have like a super, like Chris said, it would have some like super long name, like Vincenzo Ascagalini. You know, like there's no way they name it Joel.
Like Giovanni.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, bring in that dog.
Francesco.
Bring that fucking Irish dog in here. What's his name? Joel.
Joel.
Bring in that Italian dog. What's his name? Papa John?
Yeah. Yeah. The fuck do we name him? Domino's? He got real pissed off about that.
Bring in Puppy John.
Joel.
Domino's sniffing dog.
Pizza mutt.
Domino's for cocaine. Pizza mutt. Pizza mutt. Holy shit.
Yeah. So Joel.
Little sneezers. Oh my god.
DeShore nose.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah. The Italian, maybe Mario. Mario would be a good name for.
Yeah.
Oh no, I found some cocaine.
Oh no!
Oh, look, he's sniffing a lot of that cocaine, Mario. There, he might not make it.
Poor Joel.
That's
goes
when the
Mario.
cartel takes him down.
Yeah, they just put his head in. They put his head in someone's bed.
You'd think they call in the drug sniffing gorilla to take something down like this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie.
They're like, this didn't go well last time we had Robbie inspect the banana packages.
Yeah. He's like, I found the bananas, chief. They're like, that's not what we're looking for.
Robbie, start coming to the fucking meetings, okay? We're not looking for bananas.
We hit the mother load, guys.
Yeah. He's like, you're not looking for banana. Correction.
All right, Robbie.
You're not looking for bananas. Oh my God. How do you, and I always think about like when they ship this off, imagine you're the one packing banana boxes with cocaine.
$900 million worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's only $1 billion worth. Let's see if it makes it.
Right. You're putting really all your fucking eggs in one basket.
The cartel lords, like, I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those pesky police officers and that meddling dog.
Yeah. I wouldn't have fucking, we'd have been fine if it wasn't for Mario.
Mamma mia.
Foiled again by the pizza mutt.
They're like, let's just see who this dog really is. They take off the mask, like, bam, Margera.
Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta. It doesn't even look that different.
Ray Liotta's going to play him in the movie. It's going to be like, this line of work can get rough.
Yeah. Watch out, Cocaine Bear. Here comes Pizza Mutt. The cocaine sniffing Italian dog.
Named Joel.
Yeah.
Well.
He's not a meth gator. He's a meth hater. He has a proclivity for cocaine. I don't know if that's the right word, but I'm going with it.
No one's going to look it up.
That's what's going on in Italy, at least. I know that this show is a combination of a couple shows that have existed in the past. And I know that when the Bill and Mo show was a thing, you guys had I don't know if it was weekly or you had a periodical game that you used to play on the Bill and Mo show. And I know a lot of people were fans of that particular segment.
Yeah, I used to quiz Mo. I'd put a story out there, and then I just quiz him to see if he could guess. Right. So I have one for you. A little blast from the past. Would you like to play?
Great.
Yeah, let's play.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a news anchor was recently fired for calling his co-host a cunt on air.
That's aggressive.
It is aggressive. But here's the twist of the story. Before he was a news anchor, he was a priest. Now, here's my question. Where is this guy from? Okay. Is it A, Wyoming, B, Nevada, C, Texas, or D, Florida? I want you to take your time. Like, really, don't rush. Just play it out. Would it be a priest from Wyoming?
Well,
what do you think about that?
Wyoming doesn't sound. It sounds more farms.
Well,
cattle.
Wyoming is that the Bible Belt, or are we getting towards like where it's more? Isn't it more Mormon over in like Utah and stuff like that?
It's more moron for sure.
Yeah,
Texas.
And to be quite frank, I have no fucking idea where the fuck Wyoming is. Honestly, does anybody?
I would say, if I had to guess, like middle of the country and north.
If I had to guess, North Korea.
Honestly, I thought it was a selection like Wyoming. I thought Oming was the answer.
Yeah.
Wow, you were ready for a lot of letters coming up in that quiz.
All right, so let's see.
Okay, so I'll rule out Wyoming.
Okay.
Nevada.
Nevada's possible. Very fucking possible.
I feel like you can change a profession pretty quickly in Nevada, especially in Vegas, right? You just go to one.
Yeah, marrying. It was an Elvis impersonator marrying people at a drive-through, and he's a priest, right? There's a very thin line in Vegas.
Would they let him on the news? Would they let somebody like that on the news who's just an overnight kind of priest? It would have to be somebody who's a priest for a while. Get respect from the community, then they let him on the news, right?
Somewhere highly religious, like Texas, right?
Yeah. Well, the news is known for, thoroughly vetting their information before they release it to the public. So I almost made it through that whole sentence, by the way, without laughing.
I think the worst
Texas.
Yeah. I think if you're
Texas
really like vetting this out and trying to figure out, I think the worst choice by far is probably Florida. I mean, that'd be the last thing I'd pick if I were you guys. That's
just seems
ridiculous.
I mean, it's Wyoming's ridiculous. Florida beats it as ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's either Texas or Nevada.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I'm going to guess Nevada just because there's no rules.
Okay. Chris, what do you think?
I'm going to go with Texas. I mean, it's a big state. There's a lot of people there. So yeah, I'm going Texas.
It's D, Florida, guys. It's D, Florida.
Yeah, fucking of course it is.
Yeah, I mean, guys.
Where else on the planet could be?
Here's what I love about Florida. Everyone there is really on edge all the time, number one. Number two, it's the only place I feel where a priest, right, would leave to go be a news anchor and call his co-host a cunt, which is, Jesus wouldn't do that, guys. I don't think. I mean, I don't know him personally, but from what I hear, he doesn't seem like a cunt guy, you know?
Yeah, I get to Mary's like, I told you to stop calling me that, Jesus.
He's on the cross. He's like, hey, see you next Tuesday. All right, Mary?
Yeah.
He's like, just kidding. It was Sunday. I'm back.
Can I call?
If I showed you this guy, you would have known it was Florida.
Yeah, look at it.
You don't get that tan in Wyoming. I can tell you that. I don't know where it is, but it's not wherever the hell that comes from.
He looks like my luggage.
Hey,
wow.
You guys see any advertisements in this website? Or, I mean, I'm
no,
trying to find one here.
I'm right.
Yeah.
What's going on?
How much more shit can happen?
They like put 48,000 ads on the screen, but just make sure none of them cover her breasts. Can they make that a little more? They're like, you get the lighting a little better on the bottom of the under breast. Thank you.
I can't believe he called Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, I heard she's terrible on set, by the way.
So it says that originally it was thought that he had made a racist comment, but his
I wouldn't doubt that either.
Yeah.
But we were relieved to find out he only said.
Yeah, we were relieved to find out he's just a misogynist.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. Shit. Do you think they have they have to have a sliding scale of, like, you know, what's morality or acceptability on the media, right?
Well, at first when they thought it was a racist comment, they're like, all right, 3 days suspended with pay. And then they're like, oh, wait, that wasn't it?
Oh, he's misogynist? He doesn't get a lunch break today. Like, oh, good. There's him with a gay pride flag behind him. Nice sneakers. What the fuck? Nobody told you could be comfortable. Be a fucking professional. I'd be like, can you come in my office for a second there, young Keith Hernandez?
Come on in here, Queef Hernandez.
I mean, does calling a coworker a name is that grounds for being completely fired?
No, just can't you? I mean, well,
because you know what? Do you think if she called him an asshole or whatever the equivalent is for men, would she be in any trouble at all?
Good question.
Well, she'd be right.
She'd be promoted. Yeah, I was going to say, look at him.
Yes, I mean, it is the news, so if it's factually correct, you can make the argument that
they're like, oh, we checked our sources and this is correct.
Slander's only slander if it's false.
Exactly.
Look, when you work in blue collar, people don't even say your name. You have some kind of derogatory fucking nickname, you know? Like everybody calls you your name. Hey, shithead, I said get the lumber, you know?
Yeah. Hey, shitbag. Go get some more fucking 2x4s for no hair.
Yeah, it's like most flag football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus, maybe that's more secular to where we live. It's like, do they have nicknames for everybody everywhere?
Yeah, we might just be talking about New Jersey here.
That's pretty true.
Yeah.
I wish I could find the clip of him calling her.
They don't have it.
Oh, so you've scoured the web.
I looked. I mean, if it is out there, I looked and I can't find it.
No, dude, that aggression and that quick response time, no need to look anymore for me.
Yeah, you've
got me.
You scanned it like Doctor Strange. You're like, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. I went through 8 million iterations and it does not exist. So I'm sorry, I didn't even miss. I missed that part. He said it on air.
It was a
hot mic. It might not have been on air, but it was hot. Like he was talking into a mic that everybody heard, including his co-host.
Well, hot mic it. Wow, that's the old Don Lemon. Isn't his name a verb now?
You Don Lemon that one.
You fucking Don Lemon that one.
He's a bigger fuck up than Liz Lemon. He took over.
That's right. Elon Musk wants to Liz Lemon. Elon Musk wants to give him his own show on Twitter. Him and Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is what Eli does with his free time. Let's see, should I save the world from an energy crisis? No. What was that? No, forget that. What was that CNN guy? Just got fired.
He used to wear a bow tie.
We don't know if he likes men, women, or both, but yet he always talks shit about women. Maybe it's overcompensation. What was his name?
He has the first name of like an act that some people who dress as another gender does before they go out dressed like that other gender. It's the Tucker. The Tucker. That's right.
Oh yeah, yes. It's amazing what you could do with an ace bandage these days. One of our sponsors, not anymore.
We call it a ball gag.
Well, this went dark.
Well, while we're in Florida, let's stay here for a minute. Check this out.
I'd rather leave Florida. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, please don't make us.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look, the happiest place on earth. Dude with the backpack was throwing haymakers, man.
What's up with the 100 in the background? Is that the BMI number of half the people in this video?
Yeah, this is like that movie with Leonidas, the Disneyland version. This guy versus 100 people.
It's the IQ of everyone in the video.
So
you get. Go ahead,
for
Chris.
people just listening, I wanted to just explain. They're outside of Magic Kingdom. It looks like the comments say they were fighting over who was next to take a picture because you could see a photographer obviously shocked at what's happening in this part of the video. And it looks like two families started fighting each other. So they're fighting at Disney, and it doesn't even look that busy. So it's not like there's a huge line that somebody cut. It looks like they were just fighting over who might be next. And the video starts while the fight is already happening, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, they're right outside of Magic Kingdom with the big 100 statue out front and Mickey Mouse designed into the landscaping. And they're fist fighting each other to the point where one guy had trouble getting up.
You know how fucking stupid I am? I was looking at that and I'm like, what is that? I couldn't figure out that it was Mickey Mouse. I was just looking at the yellow part. Wow.
Oh, I thought it was like which was that, Bert or Ernie? That was yellow. Anyway,
I just made fun of these people for being dumb, and I'm like, what is that huge icon of Disney? I can't figure it out.
Yeah, what are those big round ears at Disney World? Anyway, whatever. Well, I like what you said, Chris. First of all, they're fighting over who's next. They're the only two, it appears, online.
Yeah.
It would have taken 17 seconds. And I'll tell you, one way to get ready for a picture is to dishevel everything you're wearing and your hair and your face in a brawl.
I mean,
yeah,
it's a full it's a full family feud. I mean,
oh no,
yeah.
Holy shit!
Steve Harvey's there for crying out loud.
This guy's
That's
going
how
for the
bad
rock
this is.
bottom. Look right here. This guy's going.
Oh yeah, he's going down.
Is that a woman he's pounding?
I can't tell.
They'll be on the next Bud Light can. Who cares? So, but here's another way to avoid legal issues: make sure there's a tripod with a professional camera pointed right at you while you're assaulting someone.
Look at this guy's haymaker.
Wow.
The guy with the blue backpack. Can you guys see that?
No.
Well,
Yeah.
watch.
I'm telling you.
Watch. Ready?
He's going in.
Oh,
Watch this. Bang.
Oh God.
Defenseless.
You sure this wasn't a fight because they over the last churro?
Those turkey legs are very good.
Oh, delicious.
Where else can I get a Dole Whip, bitch?
That guy got fucking Dole whipped right in his fucking jaw.
He got his ass Dole Whipped.
Oh,
Holy shit. I mean,
Disney is fucking out of control. I mean, you hear these parents that go to Disney and they're fucking miserable when they come back. They're like, that was terrible.
It sounds terrible on paper. I don't know. I mean, I guess blindly doing it for your kids makes sense, or it would if I was a parent, but I don't. People take their kids at like they're 11 months old.
Yeah.
You got time. You got time.
It's 1,000 degrees. It costs you like, I don't know, $7,000 a day for a ticket to anything. I mean, maybe there's a reason these people are so on edge.
But the look on their face, it's also worth it.
Yeah. What's the look on their face while my fist is plunging into their teeth?
Gee, I wonder.
Priceless.
Yeah, I wonder. You think maybe these people are stressed out over prices? Maybe.
Maybe.
Did you hear that Disneyland just closed down that Star Wars hotel? That it was like a total immersion hotel of Star Wars, meaning while you stay there, everyone working there is in character as a Star Wars character. You stay in a room that's totally Star Wars. The whole thing is just Star Wars. It's like you walk into the Star Wars universe. But for a family of four for 2 nights, it was $5,300.
As I'm bringing up this story, and you nailed it, Bill. $1,200 per person per night. It's just hilarious that there's a Corona ad in the story after we just did a Corona bit. But yeah, they're shutting it down. $1,200 per person per night. Galactic Star Cruiser wasn't exactly a bargain. I mean, it looks insane.
It does. Yeah. Look,
like,
of course I love Star Wars so much. I looked at that price. I'm like, never in my life am I going to go do that. First of all, you're going to pay all this money. Guess who else is going to be there paying that money? Dorks. It's going to be really awkward being with all these people. Like if you go to any Star Wars thing that's like a convention or whatever, it's the over the top people, right? Who want to show you their fucking R2D2 tattoo on their leg. It's like, come on, guys, fucking relax for a minute.
I mean,
and what is everyone?
Even Darth.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, even Darth Vader's like, can you float me a few grand, Palpatine?
Do you take Diners Club credit cards?
I'm guessing EBT is not accepted here.
Do you have the Wi-Fi? Yeah. I have to transfer some money from my savings to my checking.
Do you accept Palpatine, pay Palpatine, or Venmo? Hopefully Venmo. My pay Palpatine looks like it's shut down again. Okay.
The prices for the custom lightsaber are ridiculous.
Go there at once. Yes, MasterCard.
It's like they don't even know what a room goes for in the Dago bus. They're like an airport. Do you know what I mean?
Coruscant is too crowded this time of year.
I can't Tina afford it. Do you take competitors' coupons? Why is this swimming pool always under construction?
How is the ice cream machine? Is it all right? No. It appears in your anger you have broken it. No.
You did put a lightsaber through the middle of it.
How is Jared, the guy working the taco stand? It appears your lightsaber cut his head off. How do you think he is?
How do you think he's doing?
It's almost silly to think he'd be okay, Lord Vader.
It's almost like you're joking, but I know you're not capable.
Yes, Anakin, we noticed that your mattress has been cut in 7 pieces. I tried to flip it because it was lumpy.
He lost a lot of weight, so we couldn't call him Jared the Hutt anymore. So I cut his head off. Something about Subway. Who the hell knows? Damn it.
There's no charger for my chest in my room.
Can I have the Wi-Fi password, please?
What is the standard practice for tipping housekeeping? Is 17% still acceptable?
Can you send an iron up to my room? My cape is disheveled.
I thought this was the hotel where they suck on your toes.
Oh, that's in Tatooine. My mistake. I apologize. I keep making that mistake.
Can you float me a few grand?
Would you be able to float me a few thousand? I just want one night. Holy shit. Who knew that might not work out?
Well, yeah, $1,200 a night per person.
Well, I mean, look at it. At least it only cost $46 trillion to build.
Yeah.
What the fuck goes on with
It
Disney?
was open for a year. They just threw it in the trash. They're like, fuck it. Instead of lowering prices, they're like, nah.
Right, you think that would be the first step. Let's lower the prices for a year, try to recoup some of this cash.
For real, like, instead of like, that didn't work out. Anyway, like throw a match. Like, just burn it. Whatever. Who cares? We got all this money.
Anything over $5 I get from Amazon, I'm bringing back if I want to return it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah.
Now all those actors are out of work. All those people who were, working at that particular part of the amusement park, they're out of work, including Darth.
Yeah.
Welcome to Cinnabon. Can I get you started with an iced coffee?
You will get the 6-pack of Cinnabons.
You will.
Yes.
You will approve my unemployment claim.
You will throw 50 cents in my cup. Unemployment claim.
Welcome to Verizon now. How may I help you? My Google Pixel's broken. These are not the Androids you're looking for.
Yeah. I can't get the flashlight on my phone to work. Let me help you with that.
Can I talk to the manager, please? Sure. guys in half. Listen, Vader, I just wanted to talk to you about your customer relations. You can't cut people in half. You can't do it. It's not good.
It's not as,
Now I am the owner.
Yeah. I now own this Pixel.
Welcome to McDonald's. Will you be using the app today?
Yeah.
Why do I got to use the app? Why do I got to go? Have you been to McDonald's recently? That's the first question they ask you. When you say no, they're like, well, whatever. What do you want?
Guess I got to work.
Yeah. Fuck. All right. Fine. Whatever you want. I mean, there's the app doesn't even work half the fucking time anyway. I don't know. Maybe that's just in me, but
no, you're right. And they have specific menus menu items that you're not allowed to get unless you use the app. Like there's a Big Mac sauce. Like you can get it on something, but if you want a little tub of it, like they give you every other sauce, you can. It's an app exclusive, is what they call.
They give away tubs of that stuff now. Like they do honey mustard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
No, first of all, if you hit there's a lot of things when you go into the app, it'll be like customized ingredients, and I'm like, I didn't even know that was an option.
No,
wow.
App exclusive. Why do they want to use the app so bad? I mean, it has to be an easy answer. Is it data collection of some sort? Or?
Probably.
Well, of course, yeah. Data collection. Plus, the more people you have that have your app, it's like shit you feed to investors and shit.
Well, they're like,
how are you even justifying growth in a company that's been that big that long anyway? Right?
They're like, welcome to McDonald's. Would you like to use the app today, or will you be using the app today? And they're like, no, I'm just gonna order with my mouth. Like,
well,
Yeah.
well, this is what I'm confused about. Why would you be at the microphone ordering screen if you use the app?
Exactly. It must be so important to them that they're willing to inconvenience you and take longer for
And look stupid. Yeah.
In the business of convenience. They're in the convenience business.
Yeah. Hi, would you like to sit here, waste time in front of this microphone
It's like
while using our app?
I
it's
don't
like
know.
going to the
I don't know how
the
it is up
doctor.
by you, Chris, but the people here that work through a drive-through, they're fucking assholes. They're all miserable. They barely speak. They're like, you're like, oh, can I get a number one? They're like, uh-huh. And they're like, all right. They don't ask
No,
like
they're like
anything
that here.
else, you know? It's like a little back and forth would be nice.
Look, I don't never go to the drive-through. I don't go as much as probably the average American, but I know well enough to know when I find a friendly drive-through person that I remember them. I'm not saying, okay, now I go to them every time, but I'll be like, oh, sweet, I'm at the Victor Burger King or whatever. And they're like, they're just regular people, but it's just in comparison to most drive-throughs, they're like, you know, basically willing to give me a foot massage.
Yeah, and they're like, can you please stop coming to my house after I get off work? I know you had a good time at the drive-thru, but this is a bit much, you know? How'd you even get my address?
Welcome to Burger King, where you can have it your way.
Yeah. I said no pickles. He's just cutting the fucking thing into pieces. I mean, first of all, I'd still even use the fucking lightsaber cut up drive-thru before I go inside. Inside's another disaster. Have you been inside of a fucking McDonald's recently? You order off a kiosk and then you wait by a thing just to get absolutely fucking blitzkrieged by a fucking Uber Eats driver. Have you ever seen these fucking people?
No.
They come flying in. They shove. People are waiting for orders that they made themselves. Here's another way to not use the app. Use another app to have someone else come in and use that app to go and get food to bring to you.
I've had very weak moments, very lazy moments. I still do and still will. But gosh, something about ordering fast food through another app is just...
Nothing like taking fast food and making it take longer somehow. I don't know how that
you know what it
happens.
is? Let's make it more expensive and colder.
Yeah. No, but these motherfuckers, they come in, they just shove everybody out of the way that's waiting for stuff, walk right to the front. They're like hanging over the counter or showing a phone that nobody cares about. Here, I got, I'm here from DoorDash. I'm 86. And they're like, shut the fuck. Who cares? Go fuck yourself. I was just sitting, I mean, the other day, guy's hanging over the counter. He's showing a phone. Everybody's walking by him. Second guy walks in from the same shit, and he just goes behind the counter. You know how they have like those racks set up where they'll put like the bags with the stickers on them so they know they're those delivery guys coming? They just go back. He starts checking them like he works there. Like, the fucking balls on these. I felt like I was at fucking January 6th. These fuckers, I'm like in a McDonald's. There's a guy, one guy's got, I'm like, why does he even have a Viking helmet on? This is way too specific.
Yeah, I got the two Mick Pelosi's. Going out to...
Ooh, what kind of sauce comes with the Pelosi tenders?
I'm gonna come.
Well, now I know why he was at that other McDonald's telling everybody what's on the menu. Like, it's like storming fucking the Capitol on January 6th, these fucking DoorDash drivers.
I've been in restaurants where they come in and get their food for the whatever meal they're delivering. You know, if you're at a bar or a restaurant, I've seen it, I don't know, 20 times. It's never gone well. It's never gone the way you think it should go.
Absolutely not. First of all, it takes them half an hour. They're arguing with people. They storm out of the place. Shit's flying everywhere. And I'm like, that's food that's going to some poor, unknowing person that's just like doesn't have any idea that there was just a fucking complete goddamn war going on to get them
for $40.
Yeah. Yeah, for a side of fries for $40, and you only had to have 6 fist fights before they got to your house.
While holding
how do you
the
think
bag.
they're placing that?
Holding the bag.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just gonna say.
Like anyway.
And how do you think that bag lands in the car? It's fucking whipped into the other side window, and then they get in the driver's seat. Fucking assholes, you know. I got 17 more fucking Big Macs to pick up by 9. It's like, Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. Something about those fucking gig apps that makes people just lose all fucking common sense inside these
Do you
places.
guys think that with all the new like gig culture with that DoorDash, Instacart, You think that's why you see more accidents on the road? Like there's more people just rushing around because they're
not only
they're
more accidents, none of them are fender benders. Like it's always a car flipped up in the middle of a tree with a tractor trailer through the dashboard. It's like, what the fuck?
You see a car upside down with like 40 pounds of French fries all over it.
Yeah, 200 pounds of pasta. Where was that? That was a DoorDash gone wrong.
They're like, we don't know where this pasta came from. There's a car upside down in the lake right next to the pasta.
Some house is like, God, I ordered 700 dinners from Olive Garden like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, this is
that guy.
There's a body in the river just hanging over a breadstick. Like,
he's got 2 breadsticks hanging out of his asshole from the crash.
Is that Alfredo sauce?
Look at all this.
Yeah,
marinara.
I wouldn't dip anything in that. Yeah, that's not marinara. Chris made that mistake. I'm not falling for it too. Yeah, this has gone too far.
I think gig culture is cool, but I think it's really just probably stressing people the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like,
well, let's put it this way: when Domino's back in the day said it's there in 30 minutes or less, or it's on us, or whatever the thing was, remember they were forced
to stop,
to pull back on that because Domino's drivers were fucking killing people everywhere, just running them down in the streets, so that they didn't have to pay So what do you think? A whole entire economy built on this concept.
They're pulling up to houses. It was like 29 minutes and 45 seconds. They just drove their car through the front door of people's houses and threw a pizza at them.
100%. Yeah. Your mailbox is splintered on the ground. There's water shooting up from a hydrant by the sidewalk. Smoke pouring out of the guy's hood, and he's like,
"Made it!
Thank God I didn't have to foot that bill for $8 for this pizza."
The guy delivering the pizza is like, "That is 29 minutes and 15 seconds." What? No tip.
Yeah. How about I've got a tip of my lightsaber. It's cutting your front door to pieces. Like, I always wondered if it could go straight through something or if you had a cut at the side. Thank you for clearing that up.
He cuts the tip of the guy's dick off. He's like, thanks for the tip.
Yeah. And he force drags it with him to the car.
He just has it in the air. He's like,
yeah. The old floating penis gag. Got him again.
Classic.
Classic. It's just Vader being Vader.
He's a cut up, that guy. Please don't say cut up.
Yeah. He really Darth Mauled that guy. Holy shit.
Gosh, he has a pattern of doing this. That's the 5th time this week.
Gonna have to bring him down to HR.
All right, well.
Oh, God, have mercy on us.
All right, well, there you go. Another episode of the Gill Lane Show. Don't forget, we do have a Patreon. If you need some more Darth Vader jokes and whatever else you get out of the show. Yeah. It starts at $5 a month. There's a special right now. If you want the video version of another, it's a whole different episode, by the way. It's not like longer or uncut or unedited, which this is not anyway, but we do a whole new hour. Every Thursday it comes out. So right now on the Patreon, there should be 3 hours of content that you can get for $5 for the audio and as low as $7 for the video while supplies last. And then the video goes up to $10, and there's another tier for the diehards that want to hang out with us even more for whatever reason. So check it out, patreon.com/The Gill Lane Show. Plus, we also have that phone number where we can get your pictures, your texts,
questions.
732-592-9669. 732-592-9669. And Bill wanted to come up, wanted to end the show on this clip today.
Yeah, so I felt like, what a feel-good way to go out on this episode than to show a guy who has massive amounts of talent, singing, performing. It's something I want to aspire to be as somebody who's on a show, right, guys? So I figured we'll leave everybody with this feel-good moment of the week.
This is how we do it. All hands are in the air. You're waving from here to there. You're an OG Mac or a wannabe player. See, the hood's been good to me ever since I was a lowercase G. But now I'm the big G. The girls see I've got the money. $100 bills, y'all. If you were from where I'm from, then you would know that I gotta get mine in a big black truck. You can get yours in a 6-ball. Whatever it is, the party's underway. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up. I'm gonna come.
There you go.